Okay, so for those of us always looking for, real diversification beyond the usual stocks, bonds, real estate, maybe even Bitcoin,
Mm.
there's this quieter world that's been showing some pretty incredible performance.
Mm.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into rare colored gemstones. Kind of surprising, right?
Yeah.
But the growth has been explosive.
Oh, absolutely. It's really quite something. Over the past decade, you're looking at average price climbs of, say, 10 to 20%.
Wow, annually.
Yeah. And what's really interesting is how well they do during global instability. It kind of challenges the old ideas about where to park your wealth for safety.
Right.
These aren't just, pretty things. They're discreet, portable, and crucially, they're largely outside the regular financial system.
Yeah.
Makes them a unique way to diversify.
So it's more than just them being rare then. We've heard this term stone inflation. It's a neat way to describe how fast these physical assets are gaining value. Our sources point to five superstar stones really leading the way,
Mm.
like the Argyle pink diamonds. This one really caught my eye. The Argyle mine in Australia. It produced something like, 90% of the world's pink diamonds?
Yeah, the vast majority.
And it closed in 2020. Just like that. You can imagine the supply shock.
Oh, definitely. Instant scarcity.
The numbers are just, wild. Since 2005, prices are up an average of 393%. That's from the Fancy Color Research Foundation. They track this stuff closely.
And that's a perfect example, right? A primary source just starves. It fundamentally changes the game for that specific gem. Textbook supply and demand, but on a geological scale.
And it's not just diamonds. Look at Priba tourmaline, that color.
Oh, that neon blue-green. It's electric.
Yeah. And the original Brazilian mines are pretty much tapped out. Even the newer African sources, they're struggling to keep up with demand.
Yeah.
I saw this example, a 7.2-carat Brazilian stone sold for $160,000 per carat at a fair in Bangkok.
Wow, per carat.
Yeah, and prices jumped another 27% just last year in 2023. It really makes you think about the value packed into these tiny things.
It really does. You've
Yeah.
got that stunning, unique color plus extreme rarity. It pushes you to ask, okay, what really makes an asset hold its value, especially when markets get choppy? Often it's that mix, incredible natural beauty, provable rarity, like you can literally point to why it's rare, and maybe some cultural weight behind it too.
Absolutely. And there are others, like alexandrite, famous for that crazy color change, green in daylight,
Yeah.
red under regular light bulbs.
The chameleon stone.
Exactly. Sotheby's sold a big one, 16.53 carats from Brazil, for $1.9 million just last December. That's over $116,000 a carat.
Woo!
And then you've got imperial jadeite, huge demand in China, even with supply issues in Myanmar. And savor it, that bright green garnet, rarer than emerald in larger sizes, plus it's harder and doesn't need oiling.
So all these examples, they really highlight the same thing. Genuine rarity combined with unique, desirable traits. That's a powerful value driver. You can't just, print more alexandrite or mine more argyle pinks. They're fundamentally finite.
Right. Unlike fiat currency.
Exactly. They're tangible wealth in a way paper assets just aren't sometimes.
Okay, so let's get practical. If you're listening and thinking, this is interesting, what's the key advice? Our sources were pretty clear. First off, certification.
Yeah.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You need reports from top labs like GIA, SSEF, or Gübelin. Think of it like a pedigree or a verified passport for the stone.
Absolutely vital. It's not just about saying this is a ruby. It's about trust. It gives the stone liquidity because buyers know exactly what they're getting, the quality, the origin sometimes.
Without it.
The resale value just tanks. Huge difference because doubt creeps in.
Which ties into the next point. Proven origin matters. You can't verify where it came from. It hurts the value. Makes sense. Then there's timing. The consensus from dealers seems to be buy now, sell later. Basically get them before they're gone because, they aren't making any more.
Precisely. It's less about quick flips and more about acquiring something genuinely scarce for the long haul. You're securing an asset that naturally becomes rarer over time as demand keeps going and the known supply shrinks.
And the last piece, maybe obvious, but critical. Security, storage, and insurance. A safe deposit box costs way less than losing $1 million gem you left in a sock drawer.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. Stepping back, though, if we connect all this, what it really shows is how much the market values true, verifiable rarity and unique beauty, especially when the wider world feels volatile. These gems are tangible, they're recognized globally, and they have this track record of appreciation that seems pretty separate from stock market swings or interest rate hikes.
It really does make you wonder, doesn't it? What stands out to you when you hear about these gems outperforming gold or even tech stocks?
Yeah.
It kind of begs the question, what other overlooked pockets of value might be quietly growing, just waiting for us to notice them.